In the last video I mentioned that I was going to show you what the title did, and I never got around to doing that. So when you do title, you'll see that the tab in the internet browser changed to whatever I wrote in between the open title and closed title. So you'll see it says Lost Lab Poster. And the thing with H1 through 6 is that your text is always bold, and it has a property to it so that it actually automatically breaks after opening and closing it. And you'll see that the information I have here is different from the one that I created, because I looked back at my old exercise and just added in all the extra information. You'll notice that in these 2 lines here, or these 5 lines, they're separate, but you'll see in these lines that there's a break, which I put like right over here before the /, so that it went to another line when it says spade, slim build, healthy. The same goes for after each period. Each period there's a break. So let me bring you to the code real quick. I have it in Notepad here. Yeah. Actually, let's go with text edit so it looks a lot bigger. So here's all the code. Now, what I want to teach you is how to make your poster look a little bit different than the standard white background, bold H1 through H6 text. So let's go to body, and we're going to do BG color equals. BG stands for background, and color is whatever color it's going to be. White is your standard. So right now we're going to focus on, I guess, what we'll call the 16 crayon coloring box, which means we only have about 16 options to fool around with. You just use a simple word like the color green, and now when we go to the HTML document, the background will be green. We can also change the font color and the font size. So right here we can do font. We'll do color equals red. Why not? And we'll do size equals 5. Now the sizing works the opposite of H1 and to H6. So when it comes to size equals, 1 is your smallest, 6 is your largest, and you'll remember that H1 is your largest and H6 is your smallest. And there's only 6. It's limited to 1 through 6 for now. So now we're going to get rid of all these these heading tags, because with the heading tags it wouldn't work properly. So that means we also need to make P's so that our text is separated. And now we're going to close center, close font. Now we could say we wanted just this to be red in size 5. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna change things up so that way we have different looking text. Because if we close the font here, all the text is going to be exactly the same throughout the whole thing. So in this case, the font's gonna be red and size 5, just missing Labrador. And then if we open font again, let's do this time color equals yellow and size equals 4, and we'll close font here, and then we'll open it. Color equals blue, size equals 3, and let's leave it at that. When it comes to numbers, you don't need the quotation marks. If you do have quotation marks, it's no big deal, but I try to leave the numbers without the quotation marks, but I tripped up. So, alright, everything is looking pretty good. Let me just copy and paste. Into my notepad. And save it. Then we're gonna go get info. And as I mentioned in the last video, you'll have two separate, if you're a Windows user, you'll have two separate documents. One's a .txt and one's a .html. If you ever want to change anything in your .txt file, all you gotta do is save and then refresh the page, and those saves should, or the changes that you just saved should come through. And I apologize about the phone in the back. Okay, so even there you'll see that there's the green background. Let's open it up. And okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyway, so now you see the end result. You just overhauled your poster, pretty much. The next exercise I learned how to do was song lyrics with some pictures. Let's do that in our next lesson. So I'll see you then.